Okay, this is a really quick Elemental Dragons drop that config showcase. It's going to be a quicker video since we've already shown this in the Ravenwood drop that video. So this is just going to be a very quick video, hopefully. So we have, to make the dragon eggs, you need essences and souls, dragon heart, and a dragon egg. And so this mod allows you to get more of these items that you need from the various monsters that you kill. So we have the 4 primary elements here, and they're going to drop from related monsters that are not tameable. So most non-tameable monsters will have a chance to drop at least essences. Elite monsters may have a chance to drop souls at 1%, and then like bosses and other things will drop them at a slightly higher percentage. Dragons will drop the dragon heart, which is going to be even more rare. And then of course to get the black dragon egg you're going to need all 4 eggs. Same thing with the trophy. You're going to need all 4 trophies to get the black dragon trophy here. Another cool thing that you can do with these extra essences is you can, by default, you can craft potions from the potion mod that I made. And they will use these essences here. Now, what's going to be even better than using the cauldron is going to be using my Ravenwood Biomes Alchemy table. This will be part of the Ravenwood Biomes mod when I release it in a week or two. This is going to be even better because it's going to be a little bit more organized. You can see the 4 tiers we have here. And then at the highest tier, 10 essences, and they're going to be like, you know, like Mistlands, Ashlands items there to make the 1 hour duration mythic potions. It's kind of like a World of Warcraft buffs, and you can have all 4 at the same time. It looks like I already have these on from the last video as well. Yeah, we got 3 minutes left. And you can see here, these are the max buffs that you can get. 40 health, 40 eater, 40 stamina, 20 armor. And you can have them all at the same time. But when you first start out, you're gonna, you know, you can make a minor health potion, just 10 extra potion, 10 extra health. Pretty easy to make these. Then we get up to mediums, gets a little bit, still very easy. And then we get up to the major potions, starts to get a little bit more difficult. But that gives us an extra use for all these extra essences that we can use. And then, let's go ahead and look at the mod page here. This is what we're going to get out of this mod. This is only for the elemental dragons. Now, if I want to use the main mod is, let's find it here. Here we go. This is the main mod. So this is going to give you everything if you want it. You don't need to use this, but this is going to give you a whole lot more stuff. But not everyone wants all this cool stuff that's in this mod that's using all these mods here. So if you just want the base just to help support the dragon mods, this is what we go with. This is nice and simple, and you can see this is it. This is all you're going to get in this mod. So we're going to get the chance to drop the dragon hearts from the dragons here. We get a dragon egg from drakes, it's about 1%. We're going to have the souls, the essences, and then you're going to have the serpent scales and serpent meat are also going to drop from the elemental wild dragons. That's it. Then when we look at the mod itself here, this is what's in the base mod of elemental dragons, and of course you're going to have better writing. But there's also the cultist here. So the cultists are also going to help us get some extra essences and souls. As far as non-bosses, these are going to be your best chance of getting souls. 3% doesn't sound like a lot, but there's no other non-boss that has more than 1% chance besides these cultists, which are part of the mod. And it's designed But these cultists are going to give you a little bit higher chance to get something like this. Specifically made for the mod itself. So these are pretty cool. So we're already breaking crafting stations, so that's okay. Don't need those crafting stations anymore. These are poison damage too. Look at all that. There we go. Now they're flying. Just kill all that. And for the sake of rebuild this little fountain there. Alright, so we killed all that from 10. We can see that we got some essences here. And then if we're really lucky, we might see a soul. Probably not. That was only 10. But we can see that they're dropping the essences, rare chance at trophies here. This mod does not affect the trophy chance by default. So the trophies will be normal when you're using the Elemental Dragons mod. Now if you use the Ravenwood drop that, it's only going to be 5%. Which actually, it might be how I made the mod itself anyways, but you can change that in configurations. And again, we can summon, let's go wild. Here we get a wild dragon. Go so it doesn't destroy everything. But now we can see that the dragon is dropping serpent meat. There's going to be some scales. That's going to be on every single dragon. I got lucky and got this. I currently am using the Ravenwood drop that mod. I'm not actually using the elemental drop that mod, so this could be from the elemental. I mean the Ravenwood version. But all this other stuff you're going to get from the elemental version. You're going to get the essences, the meat, and the scales here. And then if we just kill, say we just kill Modor real quick. Let's go ahead and I'll just do 10 kills. And you might see some reinforcements here from the other mod. Yeah, a few reinforcements there. But yes, we should have some frost essences. We got those. Some stuff from the other mods. But yeah. I'm going to go ahead and let's do 40. Alright, so now we should get at least one soul out of that. We might even get a dragon heart if we're lucky. So we got... Yeah, look at that. We got a Soul of Frost. Got a bunch of souls here, actually. That's pretty good. And let's see. These are only 2% from Modor. We did not get any dragon hearts. So do it one more time. See if we get a dragon heart. Nope, still no dragon heart. Got some souls. One more time until we get a dragon heart. Dragon hearts are going to be the hardest thing to get. Again, they're only 2% from Modor, and I think 5% from Fedor, and 1% from the wild dragons. Don't think I see one here yet either. Alright. You can see how rare this is, because that's already 120 kills, 130 kills maybe. Now we're looking at 160 kills. plus the reinforcements. The reinforcements are not part of the Elemental Dragons mod. That's part of the Ravenwood mod. Still not seeing a Dragon Heart. Nope. Alright, we're going to 200 kills. Let's see. And all these treasure chests and stuff like that is also part of the Ravenwood mod. Do we get one? Still don't see one. Still don't have one. It's bad luck. Alright, we're going at 240 motor cures still. Yeah, I think it's about 240. Alright. We don't get one within 400 kills. I'm going to check the file, but I know it's going to drop eventually here. Which is bad luck. We're at 280. Should drop 1 in every 50 Modor, so it's pretty horrible luck going on here. Alright, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is we will go to this file. So this is actually not, I already closed the one file, but this is going to be the same stuff basically. So this is the chance for Dragon Hearts from the Ravenwood mod. We have our very rare at 5%, 2%, okay. Now just to make sure, let's open up, this is what we're looking at now. Alright, so we have that, Fedor 5%, it's there. It is in the file, 2%, so this is somehow some very bad luck. Let's just remove all that. Closing in on 400 Modor kills. I'm not sure what the odds are of this, but... Oh, look at that. This is actually from a different mod. That's actually from my Pets mod. That's a 1 in 1,000 drop right there. You will see that spawn here. That'll probably spawn within 20 seconds. That's kind of cool. That's actually the first time I've seen one drop. Still don't have the heart. That's crazy. Still no heart. Yeah, so this is from the Pets mod. These are 1 in 1,000 drops, so that's kind of cool to see. Okay, this is a detour. This is clearly here, so I'm going to see that the search works. The search works fine. That makes no sense. We're just having super shitty luck. Oops. Still don't have a dragon heart. Let's go ahead and do Fedor, since Fedor is a higher percentage. The highest percentage. We got 50 Fedor, so that he should draw 2 to 3 hearts, mathematically. Let's kill those reinforcements. Alright, let's see if we see some hearts. Yeah, there's one right there. We got 3 off Fedor. Yeah, that's the correct odds right there. It's 3 off Fedor. We can see one right here. So Fedor is dropping them. So I don't know why we haven't got one from Modor yet. In theory, we should get 1 every 50 kills from Modor. So let me just double check this one more time. This doesn't make any sense. Numbers are here. Well, that's I'm using this one actually. So let's go back in here. Let's check the. Let's see if there's any error here. Find a dragon. Yeah, there is no error here. This is correct. There's no conflict. Okay. I found it. You see what's happened here? For some reason, this number is the same. That is what's happened. It's a good thing I found that. So we did get some little testing in here. So that is what's causing the problem. This is actually in my Ravenwood mod, so I'm going to need to re-update this. So now whenever I change this number, so this is a good lesson. It's really easy to make this mistake. And so this is supposed to be a 4. That's it. That's supposed to be a 4. So now, I'm going to leave this in the video because this is a good lesson to learn. So now I just reload. And so now I'm going to spawn 50. And see if this works. On average, get 1 heart from 50 Modor kills. Skill boom. And now, there's a very good chance that we should have a heart. Don't have one yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get one now. We should get one now. That should have fixed the error. No, we got another one of these worst things there. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. So that did fix the issue. We got 2 on this one, so that averages out. We got 2 for 100 kills. There's 1 heart. And there's another heart in here somewhere. So it's working now. So look at that. So if you ever have a problem, we need to come into these numbers here and make sure that there's no overlapping numbers. Because if just one thing overlaps, that's why we got higher numbers too. If you go to lower numbers, it will cancel out whatever is in those slots. So for example, this right here is the very first slot. So now if I go to Dragon, you're going to notice that I have this at 0 because I changed the percentages. I changed it to 25%. And so this is at 0. Now again, this is not in the Elemental Dragons mod. This is just in the Ravenwood mod. For here, you're not even going to see the 0 because I didn't touch it. Yeah, so I did not touch the trophies for Elemental Dragons. Just going to start at 70 here. So, but for the Drop That mod, I changed the percentages. And so anytime you mess with a number, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So if you put a number here that is like 0 to 10, you're probably going to have a conflict. So you don't want to do that. That's why I start at 50 for new items. That's just one reason for that. So let's see if there's anything else to check. That was good that I accidentally found that. But that is pretty much everything. And yeah, just remember to use the artisan table to make your eggs. And then whenever I upload the Ravenwood Biomes mod, you can use this table to use your extra essences to make potions. That's pretty much it.